International Olympic Committee, IOC, President Thomas Bach attends a press conference following an executive meeting on Russian doping, on December 5, 2017 in Lausanne, Switzerland. Russia were banned from the 2018 Olympics on December 5 over state-sponsored doping, but the International Olympic Committee said Russian competitors would be able to compete under strict conditions. AFP Lausanne, Switzerland. Russia was banned Tuesday from the 2018 Winter Games by the International Olympic Committee over its state-orchestrated doping program, but clean Russian athletes will be allowed to compete under an Olympic flag. The sanction was the toughest ever leveled by the IOC for drug cheating and came just 65 days ahead of the Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea. In announcing the decision, IOC President Thomas Bach accused Russia of perpetrating an unprecedented attack on the integrity of the Olympic Games and sport. An explosive report by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, and two subsequent IOC investigations have confirmed that Russian athletes took part in an elaborate drug cheating program which peaked during the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi. Mounting evidence has indicated that the scheme involved senior government officials, including from the sports ministry, with help from secret state agents. The IOC also banned Russia's Deputy Prime Minister Vitaly Mutko, who was sports minister during the Sochi Games, for life. Mutko is currently the head of the organizing committee for the 2018 World Cup, which Russia is hosting. Attention will quickly turn to see if football's world governing body FIFA allows the scandal-tainted ally of President Vladimir Putin to retain his senior World Cup role. In a statement, FIFA said it had taken note of the IOC decision, but it had no impact on the preparations for Russia 2018. The IOC also suspended the Russian Olympic Committee, ROC, and its chief Alexander Zhukov. Zhukov said he apologized to the IOC on Tuesday for the anti-doping violations committed in his country in recent years. The IOC had the option of hitting Russia with a blanket ban, the so-called nuclear option that was applied to apartheid-era South Africa from 1964 to 1988. The IOC's decision to choose a more moderate path offers some Russian athletes a route to competing in the Games, although that will be by invitation only and dependent on a stringent testing program. The IOC, at its absolute discretion, will ultimately determine the athletes to be invited from the list, the IOC said in a statement. No Russian athlete with a previous doping violation will be allowed to compete, and no official who had a leadership role at Sochi 2014 will be invited to Pyeongchang. Those athletes who do go to the Games will participate under the name Olympic athlete from Russia, and the country's flag will not fly at any 2018 ceremony, the IOC also said. The Games' South Korean organizers said they would welcome the Russian athletes to compete under a neutral flag. We accept and respect the decisions of the IOC Executive Board that Russia may compete under a neutral flag, the Pyeongchang Organizing Committee said in a statement Wednesday. We will work with the IOC and all other relevant stakeholders accordingly to ensure that all the athletes and officials attending the Games as part of this team are given the best experience possible.